G'day survivors, this is Luthais, and welcome back to the in-depth survival guide series where we're going to be covering weapons today. Now guys, regarding the weapons, what we're going to be basically looking at is how they sound, what they sound like, the damage that they do, and then various kinds of penetration tests, if they can penetrate base walls. And of course we're going to test pipe bombs as well as Molotovs. But before we get started, I would just love to show you guys my skin that I've unlocked for my AT-15. And yes, I'm basically going to show you guys, I think, every single weapon there is except for the M249. And yes, just showing you guys the nice animation that a person has. And just going to my skins there. And yes guys, all you have to do is right click on your weapon. And then apply a skin. The skin was successfully applied. So if you get a skin, just remember, that's as easy as this. And look what that looks like, guys. Green. You guys know how crazy I am about green. Oh, looks absolutely fantastic. So I'm really liking the skins. And yes, guys are doing a bunch of great work. And yeah, I'm just taking my volunteer, Topanga, to my base, so that I can test out the damage on her. Now what we're going to be testing out is basic damage, and then of course we're gonna have armor on us, a Kevlar vest, and then of course the military helmet as well. So the first test we are going to be doing is on the
700 a second on auto.
She's just telling me there what the damage per second is.
70 damage.
So, as we can clearly see, the AK is definitely one of the most powerful ARs that you can get in the weapon. Not only can it fire on auto, it also does the highest damage per shot. Okay, so first of all, she's going to shoot me with a single shot in the arm. Since I'm thinking it's only 50% damage, so this should put us at 65. As you can see, a clear bleeding marker, and because she hit me in the arm, we only got half of the 70 damage, which is 35 minus 100, which gives us 65. Okay, so if you shoot someone in the arm, it's only going to do half the damage. Now, what we are also going to test is in the legs, because I thought the legs was only 25% damage, but the
17.5.
but the legs is 50% damage as well. And now I will test the lower arm, which basically gives us the 25% damage. Okay, so she's going to shoot me in the leg. And there we go, another 35%, another 35 damage, okay? So again, half of the damage.
It's holiday, my brain isn't working.
Okay, so now I'm going to shoot her in the leg. Just go.
71.
Okay, so basically the AT-15 did half damage there as well. Got the achievement there, helping hand. And yes, what we're going to be doing now is we're going to be testing out on the hand. So from 70 to 58, guys, that gives you the 25% damage. Okay. So as we can clearly see, if you guys don't know, any shot to the head is times 10 the damage usually, okay? And any damage to the torso is still 100% damage. And the arms are 50%, legs is 50%. Just shot me in the chest there. And because I've got the armor on, the armor did 50% reduction as well. Okay? And of course now you can see the helmet gives you high percentages on .45, revolver, .22, 10mm and 9mm. Okay? Now, without wrecking your brain, that means that a .22 pistol should only do about 40 damage. Which, in this case, it's not going to do.
Okay.
Because she's going to kill me.
Yeah,
I'm not aiming yet. You said when you say now. Yes. I know.
Okay, now I only had 50% health there, guys, but with my calculations, I knew that it was only going to do 40 damage, okay? And there were a lot of things in that area where I'm testing that didn't seem to work exactly like I thought it would. But Raven, the person who hosts the Nevermore servers on Miscreated, did a test for me as well. And he shot his buddy with the helmet on, with the .22 pistol, and it only did 40 damage, okay? So here I'm sitting with full health, and it still kills me. Okay, so I just retested it, thought to myself, okay, maybe it was because I only had 50% health. Got the helmet on again, and she still killed me. But like I've said, Raven, a really nice guy that hosts the Nevermore servers, and very helpful if you guys have any questions on the Discord. And yeah. She didn't have a lot of health left, so I just put her out of her misery there. But yes, guys, so yes, Raven has told me that the calculations are right. Okay, so all you do is, you know exactly what the damage works like now on every weapon. You take the damage on a single shot, and then you just, take the percentages off. Here with an arrow, helmet on. The reason I can kill her immediately with the arrow, guys, there's no protection against arrows. Okay, so if you shoot someone with the arrow, the armor or the helmet is not going to protect them at all. So it's going to be the damage of the arrow times 10, which is of course a certain kill. And here we're going to start testing out the weapons, just what it sounds like, and yeah, have fun. HK45 sounding really, really good. Takes about 10 rounds, which is the only negative side, but it does the most damage, okay? The 9mm only does 40 damage, where the HK45... 9mm sounds really great as well. The positive things about the 9mm is you can get a clip for 10 bullets, 19 bullets, and I think a clip of 33 bullets as well, okay? Which helps a heck of a lot. So although the HK does 48 and 9mm less, the 9mm's definitely got the trump card there with the clips that you can get, which can give you up to 30 bullets. Oh, it sounds beautiful, eh? So just testing if the M19 can go through a wall. Clearly it can't, but definitely looks the nicest of the three. As you can see when I'm running, it's got a nice smooth finish. So I really like the look of that gun. And of course the Dirty Harry, the revolver. Beautiful sound. The only thing about the revolver, the fire rate and the recoil is a bit different, but yeah, the revolver of course does the most damage out of all the weapons. And even if you pick up a crafted 9mm pistol, guys, still going to do the same damage. I've heard of a lot of guys that don't want to pick up crafted weapons, but it's not a valid reason, guys. The crafted weapons does just as much damage as the other weapons. Here's the MK2. Really nice sound. Always think of German. And yeah, I'm just testing if the shots goes through the single wall onto my quad. But no, guys, they've changed the damage so you can't shoot through walls anymore. Probably someone that complained about it again. And yes, they nerfed that. So don't worry, you can't get shot through walls. I'm just testing out all the calibers. This is the Carlington. Now Carlington really works nicely. Of course, a hunting scope is a great idea, guys, but a Carlington is definitely your best sniper rifle in the beginning because it's got the nicest iron sight for me. So it's very easy to aim with a Carlington. That's the reason the hunting rifle is one of my favorites as well, is because with the iron sight, you can still, aim very nicely. With the M40, it's got a very, very bad iron sight, but it's the most powerful gun out there. And the M40, guys, is the only one that can take a suppressor. The only sniper rifle that can take a suppressor, guys, if you were wondering. And I do think the penetration of the M40 is much better as well. Okay, so another thing that you guys should keep in mind is the penetration of the weapons. Really sorry about the dogs, something just triggers it every time I record, so I've got no control over that. So yes, just testing, checking, no penetration through walls. And I'm just going to be testing it through all the with all the guns. Oh. Holy shit, guys, the AK is really by far the best AR that you can use in the gun. It's got single and automatic. And I don't need to tell you how powerful that is, guys. If you get a guy at close range, he won't even know he was hit. Okay, so it's really, really powerful. The MK18 is one of my favorites, but the AT-15 is fighting for me on taste because I just love the look of the DD-MK18. So yeah, I just love the look of it, but with the red dot and the different scopes that you can put on it, the AT's definitely got a better iron sight for me. Yeah, the holographic looks nice, but again with the red dot and the hollow. Oh, I just love the echo. Just love the echo there. But yes, the AT is really competing for me, so it's up to you guys. I got the skin for the AT-15 now, so the DD-MK18 is dead to me at the moment. But yes, the iron sights of the guns is extremely important, guys. Especially when it comes to, early game before you're getting the scopes. So always something to focus on. And yes, the firing modes. Firing modes are very important as well. Oh, Chris V just sounds insane. Yeah, the hunting scope's got a nice iron sight, guys, but the Carlington definitely beats it with iron sight. Okay, the Carlington is much more precise. You can see the hunting is still a bit flat there on the end, where the Carlington's iron sight really sticks out. So in the beginning, the Carlington is a better sniper rifle to use. Of course, the shotgun, great for close quarters, can kill anything on a blank shot. And this is your silent killer, great for hunting and great for killing players when you're in cover, basically stealth kills. You want to use this weapon when you want to kill someone without attracting mutants or without giving your position away, okay? Definitely takes some skill, but it's the fastest stealth weapon when it comes to reloading. The bows are definitely going to take a bit longer, and the bows take a lot of skill, especially when you don't have the optic sight on the bow. Then it's going to take you quite some time to get used to aiming with a bow, where the crossbow is very easy. This is of course the crafted SMG. And as you guys can see, still powerful at range, still looks cool, and it comes with radar. Got the burst, and this is the MP5. Also it's got rapid, which means basically auto. Almost no recoil, guys. I'm telling you, the people that I've killed within 50 meters with the MP5 was insane, because if you get that iron sight on him, he's just dead. This is nerve gas. Oh, sorry, sleep gas grenade. And as you can see, it's pushing my torpidity up. So as soon as my torpidity gets to 100%, I'm going to pass out. As you can see, the range isn't major, okay? So using this outside is not really a valid option, okay? Because the guy literally needs to be within 5 meters of it for it to affect him, so he can get out of range really quickly. So in my opinion, at the moment, it's a bit of a waste. Again, I still love the effects, okay? But yes, guys, using it indoors for campers is a way better option, in my opinion, okay? I have killed guys inside a house that just refused to come out, or I have made them pass out. And one thing I would love in the game is to hear just the reaction sound when somebody passes out, or dies. Because there was a lot of times where I have thrown these grenades, but I'm not sure whether the guy's down or not. So I would have just liked, some kind of indication. Now this is inside the base, but yes, the range of it is still very small. Okay? I unfortunately didn't test this out for you guys in a house, but be my guest, take a grenade and throw, a grenade up to the second floor. of a relatively small house, and then see what the spread is like. I've tested it in previous videos where I've tested all the grenades and all the explosives. But yes, a good tip from me, guys, is don't use it outside. Okay, just don't. If you want to get a guy out of his position, it's good to throw it onto a bush. Okay, if you think someone's in a bush, the bush is small enough so that he'll have to exit that zone. I usually just use a Molotov, to get him out of there. But I mean, with a Molotov, you can still sit there, and take the burn. But with a grenade that's going to kill him or make him pass out, that's definitely going to get him out of the bush. It's just throwing that accurately that it lands in the middle of the bush is quite difficult. Okay, now onto the Molotov. The Molotov has got two functions. It's got a few functions. Okay, first of all, to set a player, on fire, but it's not going to kill the player. Okay, you're going to have to hit him with about 3 Molotovs to definitely kill him. If you shoot him once, yes, then a Molotov is going to help a lot. But yeah, I'm just testing the damage because I know that if you throw a vehicle with a Molotov, the tires explode. Now I don't know if the flames weren't close enough to the tires, but it definitely did no damage to the tires. And I have personally thrown a vehicle with a Molotov and seen all the tires explode. I don't know if it's because I hit the vehicle with a Molotov, but what I'm going to be testing here is... okay, let's first of all do the pipe bomb. Okay, I was very sad about this. Throwing the pipe bomb against the wall to see if it does damage to the truck. And then like an idiot, I forget about my quad. My beautiful, great quad. There it goes. At least I got an achievement. Working on your tan. That's a nice one. I was a bit too close to the explosion. Yeah, remember guys, if a vehicle explodes, the blast radius is very, very large. Okay, so if somebody blows up your car, set your car on fire, get out of there. Because if you're close, you're going to die. So yes, I was very sad about my quad. But as you can see, a pipe bomb does a lot of damage. But again, it did nothing to the truck on the other side of the wall. Now what we're going to be testing here is I'm going to throw a Molotov onto the ground. And then I'm going to drive with the truck over the flames. But again, guys, I must say, my base is here close to the new bunker near Brightmore. Because this is going to be a hotspot, I decided to build my base here for when the players rush in. But yes, it feels like there's a few bugs here. Like I used a smoke grenade, but the smoke grenades didn't really activate. So yeah, I drove over it. And it literally set me on fire without doing any damage to me. Look there, my health is standing still. Okay? So like I say, it feels a bit like a phantom zone where I am. And yes, I have thrown a vehicle with a Molotov and his tires exploded, so I know that works. If anyone has thrown a Molotov in front of a vehicle and seen the tires explode, please let me know, okay? Let's just I will make a video on it on PvP later on, but for now, if anyone can leave in the comments if flames on the ground can make tires explode, or the spike, or the traps, the spikes. You can see I'm driving over the spikes, but nothing is happening to the wheels. Okay, so on my test, the spikes don't help. But yeah, if anyone can clarify, that would be great. This is a flashbang that I threw as high as possible. So what can we learn here, guys? If you're using a flashbang with a camper, okay, all the guys with the FOV on 80 is normally going to stick behind a wall or stick behind cover. yeah, as you can see, that's a smoke grenade. And yeah, the smoke grenade isn't giving any cover. So yeah, it did a bunch of funny stuff. Maybe it's because it hopped so high off the ground, I don't know. But flashbangs, guys, you're going to have to react really, really quickly. Okay, the only way I've effectively used the flashbang is if he's around the corner and I can bounce the flashbang off the wall into the hole that he's standing in. And then I throw it and run immediately at him so that I can get those 2 seconds or 3 seconds that he's blind. Okay? This is basically, we're close to the end of the video here, and I'm just showing you guys, I'm bragging a bit. Yeah, just showing you guys my nice ghillie, and this is what I'm going to be killing everyone with as soon as the 1.0 beta release drops. And yes, just a nice tip here. The game's still got a problem where if you interact with your chest, then the weapons that you had on you will be on your back. And you can see the suppressor isn't rendering right. So, yes, as soon as you find something not looking kosher, just interact with it, okay? Just reset it a bit and you can see this suppressor is going to work right now. And of course, if you want the guns on your back to disappear because you don't have them on your back, but that's a glitch, just go out of the game quickly and come back quickly, okay? If that bothers you. But just remember, every time you interact with a chest and you replace weapons, then it's going to look like you've still got weapons on your back, or it's going to have old weapons on your back, okay? And they should fix that soon, but that's one way to fix it. It's just go out of the game and come back in. And yes, looking great. As you can see, green is my color, guys. Got the 8015. That's green. I've got the M40. And yes, this is why I don't like a truck, guys. This is why I don't like vehicles. Because if you play alone and you don't have anyone to go get a jerry can for you, if you tip the vehicle, you're done for. Okay, because you need someone to bring a jerry can to you, or if you've got a jerry can, yeah, that's a good tip, guys. Just keep a jerry can in the vehicle so that you can first take the tires off your vehicle, put it into the vehicle's inventory, and then blow up the jerry can, okay? Because otherwise you're going to blow up the jerry can and it's going to explode, destroy all your tires, and then you're still stuck. Okay, so if you tip a vehicle, just remember to keep a jerry can with you, put it in the tires in your inventory, try and flip it over, and that's it. But that's why I love the quad, guys. The quad I can tip over anytime. So guys, if you like this video, please press the like button. If you want to be notified of future videos, please click that bell button. And if you're new here, guys, please click that subscribe button, okay? Doesn't cost you anything and it helps me out a lot. So I hope you enjoyed it, and yes, if you've got any tips that you'd like to share with us, please leave it in the comments down below, and yes, I'll be very happy to hear about it. And if you'd like any other videos where I can teach you guys something, let me know. Have fun, guys. As always, just have fun.